So I'm sure most of you know who Gene Deal is. He was the head of security at Bad Boy, and he has sort of become like the new TK Kirkland, where he puts himself in all these situations, and in my opinion he's a cloud chaser. But here's my main problem with Gene Deal. You saw all the stuff happen, the things that you accuse P. Diddy of. You're saying he was engaging in colorful behavior. You saw all of this. You've even seen him in a store buying some B-plugs. Yet you state this is the same thing with all of these people that come out of the woodworks years later to expose these celebrities. Once they are done with the celebrity, or the celebrity is done with them, and the money dries up and they're not benefiting from these people anymore, that's when they decide to come back and expose these things. Why did you not do that? Or why did you stay for that long if you saw all of this stuff? If you claim that these things actually happened and you're making it sound like it's bad, which it is, but why did you stay for that long if you're such a remarkable man of dignity? In my opinion, Gene Deal is a cloud chaser, and a lot of his stories cannot be believed. There are two reasons he's making all these videos and going on different platforms to talk about P. Diddy and connecting him to all these different incidences and all this suspect behavior. The first reason, of course, is to get some money out of the stuff, to make some money, which is working out for him. I believe he even released a book about his time at Bad Boy. But the second reason is that he is scared for his life. I do believe that he did see some stuff while he was at Bad Boy. That could have been the reason he was pushed out. Maybe he saw too much, which he's not telling us, by the way. That's the other thing. He's not telling us everything, but I'll get back to that point again. So by telling all these stories to the world and making himself known, he's actually protecting himself, because he knows that if now something happens to me, people are going to possibly point their fingers towards Diddy. So by doing that, he's protecting himself. He's ensuring that Diddy stays away from actually harming him. He might take him to court and sue him for all these allegations, but he's not going to actually do anything serious to him. And here's the thing, I'm going to get back to the topic I mentioned earlier. He's not telling us everything. I don't believe that's all he saw. I think he's seen way more stuff, yet he's still not telling the whole story. That makes him even more less trustworthy. Remember that story that Jaguar Wright told in that video when she said a lawyer that was working for Diddy or something like that, an attorney? How the hell did she see more than Gene Deal? Even though Gene Deal was the security, he was possibly around Diddy quite often, maybe every day, who knows, but he was around Diddy way more than this attorney or lawyer lady was for a short period amount of time that she was at Bad Boys. And you guys know the story. She walked in on P. Diddy getting his lollipop polished or whatever. Yeah, but anyway, how the hell did she see more than this guy while he was there for a lot longer and he was there more often? So I don't believe that he's telling us everything. How do we know that he wasn't one of P. Diddy's booty goons? How do we know this? See, we don't know this, yeah? Maybe he's mad because he let Diddy touch him in his funny place and now he's been kicked out of that whole situation, or maybe he left or whatever. I don't know the whole situation of his time at Bad Boy. But why did you stay for that long if you had a problem with what Diddy was doing? That tells me you were either engaging in this stuff as well, or you didn't really mind it, but now that you're not with them anymore, you're trying to just gain some clout and money off of the whole situation. See, the problem is the hypocrisy. Yeah, it's the hypocrisy. And here's the thing, I don't have a problem with him actually staying there and ignoring all the colorful stuff that was going on, because at the end of the day, he was there for his job. Everyone has to make money in different ways, so that's not the problem. The problem is that he started speaking out once he left. Why did you stay if now you're speaking out against all this stuff? That does not make any sense. I'm sure a lot of us work for people that engage in weird behavior, or maybe we've seen them engage in weird behaviors or say some stuff, but we all have to do that. That's not a problem. The problem is that he stayed for that long or whatever, and now he's trying to expose him. Come on. See, the reason this gets me mad is because YouTube is full of these fake channels that claim to expose the truth, but they're actually in some weird situations behind closed doors. You've got channels that claim to expose truth. They've got more than 100,000 subscribers. YouTube doesn't bother them. They have check marks. Whilst on the other side, channels like mine and a few others, we are on our second or third or fourth channels. Why is that? Why do some of us get picked on, yet these other few, they are let free to grow their channels, make money off of them? What's going on here? That gets me mad. I have to admit that. What's actually happening here? Because I've seen these channels talk about the same type of topics that my channel and these others talk about, yet nothing happens to them. There's something fishy going on. These people are either, what's the word, double agents or whatever you want to call it, or they have someone at, higher ups that help them behind closed doors with these stuff. I don't know the whole situations, but all I know is that every real channel on YouTube has been bothered, and they are either on their second, third, and even the ones that are on their first ones, they have tried their best to actually avoid getting taken off of this stuff. Yeah, so why are some of us bothered and some of us are not? So that's why Gene gets me mad. He's just one of those guys. He tries to say he exposes the truth. He's not telling us the whole story. How the hell, let me ask again, how did that lady that was at Bad Boy for such a short period of time, how does she see more than this guy for these many years? He's telling us fake stories. Most of his stories are fabricated. He puts himself in all these situations. He's a clout chaser, and there's many of these guys out there as well. You can't trust these people. You have to read between the lines. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because a lot of people actually believe everything this guy says, and you need to stop doing that. He spits some truth, but it's mixed with a lot of BS. I'm out. Peace.